You probably think kiwi is one of those safe, harmless fruits you can eat anytime without a second thought. It's small, it's sweet, and it's loaded with vitamin C. What harm could possibly come from adding a little green fruit to your daily routine? But what if I told you that the way most seniors eat kiwi is actually preventing them from getting its full benefits, and in some cases might even be causing subtle health problems they can't quite explain? I know it sounds hard to believe. For years, I watched older adults struggle with issues like poor digestion, unexplained fatigue, and nutrient deficiencies, even though they were eating what they thought were all the right foods. And time after time, when we looked closer at their habits, kiwi kept appearing in ways that were doing more harm than good. Here's what most people don't understand. Kiwi is not just another piece of fruit. It contains unique compounds and enzymes that can either work beautifully with your body or clash with it in surprising ways. The difference comes down to 7 critical mistakes that almost everyone makes, especially after age 60 when your digestive system, medication interactions, and nutritional needs start to shift. In this video, I'm going to walk you through each of these mistakes, including one at the very end that silently destroys nearly half of kiwi's healing power before it ever reaches your bloodstream. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly how to eat kiwi in a way that supports your heart, strengthens your gut, and keeps your energy levels steady all day long. Before we jump in, I'd love to know, do you currently eat kiwi regularly, and what time of day do you usually have it? Leave your answer in the comments below. I always enjoy connecting with our community and learning what works for you. Now let's dive into mistake number 1, something that happens in kitchens around the world every single morning and causes discomfort that people rarely connect back to this innocent little fruit. Mistake number 1 is eating kiwi before your morning meal. Picture this. You wake up, head to the kitchen, and decide to start your day with something healthy. You slice open a fresh kiwi, enjoy its tangy sweetness, and feel good about giving your body a vitamin boost right from the start. It seems like the perfect morning ritual. But here's what's actually happening inside your body, and it's not what you think. Kiwi is rich in a digestive enzyme called actinidin. This enzyme is incredibly effective at breaking down proteins, which is why kiwi can tenderize meat and help your body process heavy meals. But when you eat kiwi on a completely empty stomach, especially first thing in the morning, that enzyme has nothing to work on except your stomach lining itself. For younger people with strong digestive systems, this might not cause obvious problems. But for seniors, particularly those dealing with any level of acid sensitivity or reduced stomach protection, this can trigger a cascade of uncomfortable symptoms. You might experience a burning sensation in your chest that feels like heartburn. You could feel bloating or cramping that seems to come out of nowhere. Some people even notice a sour taste rising in their throat. The problem gets worse if you're someone who already manages reflux or takes medications for stomach acid. The combination of kiwi's natural acidity plus its protein-digesting enzymes on an empty stomach creates the perfect storm for digestive irritation. Here's the smarter approach. Save your kiwi for after you've eaten something substantial. The best time is roughly 60 to 90 minutes following a meal that includes protein, whether that's eggs, fish, chicken, or plant-based proteins like lentils or tofu. When you eat kiwi at this time, the actinidin enzyme does exactly what it's meant to do. It helps break down the protein you just ate, making digestion smoother and reducing that heavy, uncomfortable fullness that often comes after meals. Another excellent option is having kiwi in the evening after dinner. Not only does this support overnight digestion, but kiwi also contains serotonin, a compound that may help promote better sleep quality. Think of kiwi as a helpful assistant to your digestive system, not something to throw at it before it's even awake. When you time it correctly, you'll notice less stomach pain, better nutrient absorption, and a more comfortable day overall. Now let's move to mistake number 2, a food pairing that looks picture perfect on social media but creates chaos inside your digestive tract. Mistake number 2 is mixing kiwi into your dairy-based breakfast. Imagine scrolling through your feed and seeing a beautiful bowl of Greek yogurt topped with fresh kiwi slices and granola. It looks healthy, balanced, and delicious. Or maybe you've made yourself a green smoothie with milk, spinach, and kiwi, thinking you're giving your body the ultimate nutritional boost. Both seem like smart choices, but both are actually working against you. Here's what happens when kiwi meets dairy. That same actinidin enzyme we just talked about immediately goes to work on the proteins in milk and yogurt, particularly casein. But instead of gently breaking them down the way your stomach normally would, the enzyme attacks them aggressively, causing the dairy to curdle and separate inside your digestive system. You might have experienced the results without understanding the cause. That slightly bitter aftertaste when you mix kiwi with yogurt? That's the curdling process beginning. The uncomfortable bloating or heavy feeling after what should have been a light, healthy breakfast? That's your stomach trying to process proteins that have been broken down too rapidly and in the wrong way. This rapid breakdown doesn't just cause discomfort, it also prevents proper nutrient absorption. The vitamin C from the kiwi, the calcium from the dairy, and the beneficial probiotics in yogurt all become less available to your body when they're combined this way. You end up with digestive discomfort and fewer nutrients, the exact opposite of what you were hoping for. The fix is straightforward. Keep kiwi and dairy completely separate. If you love starting your day with yogurt, enjoy it on its own or with berries that don't contain these reactive enzymes. Save your kiwi for later in the day, at least 2 hours away from any dairy consumption. For smoothies, skip the milk entirely when using kiwi. Instead, blend it with water, coconut water, or plant-based milks like almond or oat, along with fruits like mango, pineapple, or berries that complement kiwi's enzyme profile rather than clash with it. When you separate these foods, you'll immediately notice the difference. Your stomach will feel lighter, your energy more stable, and you'll actually absorb the nutrients you're trying to get. Mistake number 3 is relying on kiwi as your complete antioxidant strategy. Kiwi earns its reputation as a nutritional powerhouse for good reason. A single kiwi delivers more vitamin C than most people need in an entire day, along with fiber, potassium, and beneficial plant compounds. It's no wonder people start to think of it as their immunity insurance policy. But this is where a subtle but significant mistake creeps in. Many seniors fall into the trap of eating kiwi daily and assuming their antioxidant needs are completely covered. They feel confident their immune system is protected, their cells are defended, and they don't need to worry about eating a wide variety of other fruits and vegetables. The reality is far more complex. Your body's defense system operates like a well-coordinated team, and vitamin C is just one player on that team, albeit an important one. Vitamin C works primarily in your blood and water-based tissues. But what about your cell membranes? That's where vitamin E steps in. What about protecting your vision and skin from sun damage? That requires beta-carotene and vitamin A. What about repairing damaged DNA and supporting your immune cells at a deeper level? You need selenium and zinc for that. Relying exclusively on kiwi is like building a house with only a hammer. Yes, you have an excellent tool, but you're missing everything else required to complete the job. Research consistently shows that people who eat the widest variety of colorful plants, not just one or two favorites, experience lower levels of chronic inflammation, stronger cognitive function, and better protection against age-related diseases. The solution is building nutritional diversity into every day. Keep eating your kiwi, but surround it with allies. Add dark berries like blueberries or blackberries, which provide anthocyanins that protect your brain and blood vessels. Include orange and red vegetables like carrots and bell peppers for vitamin A and different types of carotenoids. Eat leafy greens like spinach or kale for vitamin K and magnesium. Include nuts and seeds for vitamin E and healthy fats. When you combine these foods throughout your day, something remarkable happens. These nutrients don't just add up, they multiply each other's effectiveness. Vitamin C helps regenerate vitamin E after it's been used. Vitamin E protects vitamin A from oxidation. Together, they create a comprehensive shield that no single food can provide alone. Mistake number 4 is never exploring beyond the standard green kiwi. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see them. Those familiar fuzzy brown fruits with bright green flesh inside. For most people, that's the only kiwi they've ever known or tasted. And while there's absolutely nothing wrong with green kiwi, limiting yourself to just this one variety means missing out on an entirely different nutritional profile that could address health concerns the green version doesn't fully cover. The truth is, kiwi comes in multiple varieties, each with unique benefits. The most common alternative is gold kiwi, sometimes called yellow kiwi, which has smooth, bronze-colored skin and sunny golden flesh inside. At first glance, it might just seem like a sweeter, less acidic version of its green cousin. But nutritionally, it brings something completely different to the table. Green kiwi excels at digestive support. Its higher fiber content and abundant actinitin make it ideal for people dealing with sluggish digestion, constipation, or that uncomfortable bloated feeling after eating protein-heavy meals. It keeps your digestive tract moving and helps break down foods that might otherwise sit heavily in your stomach. Gold kiwi, however, is a champion for immune support and cellular protection. It contains significantly higher levels of vitamin C, even more than the already impressive green variety. It's also richer in carotenoids, the pigments that give it that golden color and that protect your eyes, skin, and cells from oxidative damage. For seniors concerned about vision health, skin aging, or immune resilience, gold kiwi offers advantages that green simply can't match. Here's how to make the most of both. Rotate between varieties throughout the week instead of buying just one type repeatedly. Use green kiwi strategically after larger meals or when you know you'll be eating foods that are harder to digest. Choose gold kiwi for times when you want a gentler option that won't aggravate any acid sensitivity, or when you're focused on immune support during cold season. In recipes, try combining both varieties to get a broader spectrum of nutrients and a more interesting flavor balance. Think of these varieties as specialized tools in your nutritional toolkit. One handles digestion, the other handles immune defense. Together, they cover more ground than either could alone. Mistake number 5 is skipping the wash because you plan to peel it. This mistake seems so minor that most people don't give it a second thought. After all, if you're going to peel the kiwi or scoop out the flesh, why bother washing the outside? You're not eating the skin, so what's the point? But this seemingly logical shortcut can introduce contaminants directly into your body without you ever realizing it. Here's the problem. The moment your knife cuts through an unwashed kiwi, it drags everything sitting on that fuzzy exterior straight through the flesh you're about to eat. That includes dust from storage and transport, chemical residues from agricultural practices, and invisible bacteria from multiple people handling the fruit before it reached your kitchen. Kiwi's fuzzy texture makes this especially problematic. Unlike smooth-skinned fruits that contaminants might slide off of, kiwi's tiny hairs trap and hold particles like a magnet. Studies on food safety have found that fruits with textured surfaces can harbor concerning bacteria like E. coli and salmonella, particularly after long supply chains and multiple handling points. Now, you might be thinking you've eaten unwashed kiwi for years without getting sick. And that may be true. But food contamination doesn't always announce itself with dramatic illness. Sometimes it shows up as mild nausea you blame on something else, or stomach discomfort you attribute to aging, or low-level inflammation that contributes to fatigue you can't quite explain. For seniors with compromised immune systems or those taking medications that affect immunity, even minor contamination can pose serious risks. The solution takes 30 seconds and provides tremendous peace of mind. Always rinse your kiwi under cool running water before cutting, even if you plan to peel it completely. Gently rub the surface with your hands or use a soft brush to remove trapped particles. Then dry it thoroughly with a clean towel before cutting to remove residual moisture where bacteria thrive. And then wash your cutting board and knife immediately after to prevent spreading contaminants to other foods. For additional protection, you can soak kiwis briefly in a solution of 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water before rinsing with plain water. This naturally removes pesticide residue and kills surface bacteria more effectively than water alone. These few seconds of extra care protect your digestive system, reduce your exposure to chemicals, and give your immune system one less challenge to deal with. When your body is already working hard to stay healthy as you age, these small precautions add up to significant protection. Mistake number 6 is dismissing unusual reactions as normal sensitivity. Most people view kiwi as completely benign, just another healthy fruit that couldn't possibly cause problems. But kiwi allergies are far more widespread than most realize, and they're frequently overlooked or misdiagnosed, especially in older adults who assume new sensitivities are just part of aging. Have you ever felt a strange tingling sensation on your tongue while eating kiwi? Maybe a slight itch on your lips or a scratchy feeling in the back of your throat. It's easy to brush these off as reactions to the fruit's acidity or its natural tartness. But these are actually the early warning signs of oral allergy syndrome, your immune system's way of telling you it's identifying kiwi proteins as threats. Kiwi contains proteins that closely resemble those found in latex, birch pollen, and other fruits like banana, avocado, and papaya. If you've ever had any sensitivity to latex gloves or seasonal allergies to certain pollens, you're at higher risk for cross-reacting with kiwi, What starts as minor mouth irritation can escalate over time as your immune system becomes increasingly sensitized. More serious reactions can include swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, making it difficult to swallow. You might develop hives or rashes on your skin shortly after eating. Some people experience intense stomach pain or nausea. In rare but serious cases, kiwi can trigger anaphylaxis, a life-threatening reaction that causes difficulty breathing and requires immediate medical attention. The challenge for seniors is that these symptoms often get misattributed to other causes. Throat irritation gets blamed on acid reflux. Upset stomach gets dismissed as general digestive decline. Skin reactions get attributed to medication side effects. This is why kiwi allergies remain underdiagnosed in people over 60. Here's how to protect yourself. Pay close attention to any unusual sensations after eating kiwi, no matter how minor they seem. If you consistently notice tingling, itching, or any discomfort, stop eating kiwi immediately and consult with your doctor or an allergist. A simple allergy test can confirm whether kiwi or related foods are causing reactions. If you have known latex sensitivity, approach kiwi with caution and watch carefully for any symptoms. Remember that food allergies aren't character flaws or signs of weakness. They're your immune system doing its job of protecting you. Respecting these signals rather than pushing through them is one of the wisest health decisions you can make. Mistake number 7 is eating large amounts of kiwi while taking certain medications. This is perhaps the most overlooked mistake of all, and potentially the most dangerous. Kiwi is packed with beneficial compounds, but some of those same compounds can interfere with medications that millions of seniors take every day to manage blood pressure, prevent blood clots, or treat infections. Let's start with kiwi's natural blood-thinning properties. Kiwi contains compounds that reduce platelet clumping, which helps blood flow more smoothly through your vessels. In healthy amounts, this supports cardiovascular function. But if you're already taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel, adding daily kiwi to your routine can push your blood too thin. This increases your risk of excessive bruising, bleeding gums, nosebleeds, or more serious internal bleeding from minor injuries. Kiwi also naturally lowers blood pressure thanks to its high potassium content and antioxidant compounds. This is generally beneficial but becomes problematic if you're taking blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors, beta blockers, or diuretics. Combining these medications with large amounts of kiwi can drop your blood pressure too low, leading to dizziness, lightheadedness, fainting, or falls, which are especially dangerous for seniors living alone or those with balance issues. There's another interaction many people never consider. Kiwi contains natural antifungal compounds that can enhance the effects of prescription antifungal medications, potentially increasing side effects like nausea, liver stress, or unusual fatigue. The solution isn't to avoid kiwi entirely, but to eat it strategically with medical awareness. If you take any blood thinners, blood pressure medications, or antifungal prescriptions, talk with your doctor about how much kiwi is safe for you. Most people can handle one kiwi occasionally without issues, but eating several daily can shift your body's chemistry in unpredictable ways. Watch for warning signs like unexplained bruising, bleeding gums, sudden dizziness, or unusual fatigue after adding kiwi to your routine. If possible, eat kiwi several hours away from taking your medications to minimize absorption overlap. Kiwi is a powerful healing food, but power requires respect. When eaten with awareness and medical guidance, it enhances your health beautifully. When eaten carelessly alongside certain medications, it can create unnecessary risks. A quick conversation with your doctor can ensure you get all the benefits while avoiding potential complications. Now that you understand these 7 critical mistakes, take a moment to consider which ones you might have been making without realizing it. The truth is, kiwi deserves every bit of its superfruit reputation. It's loaded with vitamin C, digestive enzymes, fiber, and antioxidants that support your heart, gut, immune system, and overall vitality. But as you've just discovered, even the healthiest foods can fail to deliver their full benefits when eaten incorrectly. The encouraging news is that every single one of these mistakes has a simple solution you can implement immediately. Time your kiwi right and your digestion improves. Keep it away from dairy and you'll actually absorb the nutrients. Rotate varieties and you cover more nutritional bases. Wash it properly and you protect yourself from contaminants. Respect allergy signals and medication interactions, and you keep yourself safe while enjoying this remarkable fruit. When you eat kiwi the right way, Here's what you can expect. Easier digestion after meals as enzymes help break down proteins naturally, stronger immunity from consistent vitamin C and antioxidants, better gut health from fiber and beneficial compounds, more stable energy throughout the day, and natural support for healthy blood pressure and circulation. The secret to thriving after 60 isn't about eating perfectly or following rigid rules. It's about understanding how your body works, making informed choices, and giving yourself the gift of foods that truly nourish you from the inside out. So now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 mistakes resonated most with you? Is there one you'll commit to fixing starting today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to make a change that transforms their health. If this video helped you see Kiwi in a completely new light, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Every week we share practical, science-based guidance to help you eat smarter, age stronger, and live each day with energy and confidence. Remember, real health isn't about perfection, it's about progress, awareness, and treating your body with the respect and care it deserves. Stay curious, stay informed, and keep nourishing yourself wisely. Until next time, this is your reminder that age is just a number, but how you care for yourself makes all the difference.